Once upon a time, in a peaceful meadow filled with wildflowers and tall trees, lived Benny, a curious and brave rabbit. Benny was known throughout the meadow for his courage and kindness. He loved helping his friends, whether they needed to find food or needed company on a chilly night. Benny had soft brown fur, twinkling eyes, and long ears that could hear even the faintest whispers in the wind. One warm morning, Benny set off on his usual adventure through the forest. He hopped joyfully, his paws leaving tiny prints in the soft earth. As he hopped, Benny noticed something unusual. A soft sound like a faint cry coming from a nearby bush. His ears perked up and he stopped to listen carefully. It was a kitten. Benny's heart raced with concern. He hopped over to the bush and, sure enough, found a tiny gray kitten shivering in the shade. Its fur was tangled and its eyes were filled with fear. The poor kitten had clearly lost its way. Benny knelt beside the kitten and gently asked, "Hello, little one. What are you doing here all alone?" The kitten looked up with wide eyes and whispered, I lost my way. I was playing in the meadow and suddenly I couldn't find my mother. I'm scared and don't know how to get home." Benny felt a strong urge to help. "Don't worry, little kitten. I'll help you find your way home. I'm Benny, and I know this forest like the back of my paw." The kitten's eyes sparkled with hope. "Really? You'll help me?" "Of course," Benny said bravely, puffing out his chest. "Let's stick together and I promise we'll find your mother." And so, Benny and the kitten set off on their adventure. As they journeyed deeper into the forest, they encountered many challenges. First, they came across a fast-flowing stream. The kitten looked at it in fear. "I can't swim, Benny," she cried, trembling. Benny thought for a moment. Then he noticed a large log floating nearby. "Don't worry. We can cross using that log. Hop on my back and I'll push it across." The kitten climbed onto Benny's back, and with all his strength, Benny pushed the log, guiding it safely to the other side of the stream. The kitten let out a sigh of relief. "You're so brave, Benny," she said softly. Benny smiled but didn't stop. They had to keep going if they wanted to find the kitten's mother before nightfall. As the sun began to set, they came upon a thick part of the forest where the trees towered above them like giants. The shadows seemed to dance, making the kitten shiver again. "I'm scared of the dark," she admitted. Benny, seeing the fear in his little friend, gently patted her. "It's okay to be scared," he said. "Even brave rabbits like me get scared sometimes. But being brave doesn't mean you're never afraid. It means you keep going, even when you are." The kitten nodded, feeling a bit braver hearing Benny's words. Together, they walked through the dark forest. Benny kept a close eye on every sound and movement, ready to protect the kitten. Finally, after hours of searching, they heard a soft call in the distance. "Mittens, Mittens, where are you?" The kitten's ears perked up. "That's my mother!" she cried joyfully. Benny hopped excitedly as they rushed toward the voice. In a clearing stood a tall, elegant cat with fur as soft as snow. Her eyes were filled with worry, but when she saw her kitten running toward her, her face lit up with relief. "Oh, Mittens! I've been so worried about you!" the mother cat exclaimed, nuzzling her kitten. The kitten purred happily. "Benny helped me, Mom. He's the bravest rabbit in the whole world." The mother cat looked at Benny with gratitude. "Thank you, Benny. I don't know what we would have done without you." Benny blushed, his nose twitching with modesty. "It was nothing. I'm just glad Mittens is safe." As the mother cat and kitten walked away, Mittens looked back and waved her little paw. "Goodbye, Benny. You're my hero." Benny watched them disappear into the distance, feeling a warmth in his heart. As he turned to head home, the moonlight shining down on the forest path, he realized something important. Being brave wasn't about being fearless. It was about doing the right thing, even when you were scared. And from that day on, Benny was known not just as the brave rabbit, but also as the rabbit with the biggest heart. Moral of the story: true bravery is not the absence of fear, but the willingness to face it and help others, even when you're scared.